Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Hunter Elliott. This afternoon, I'm finalizing my review of the brand new Hi-Point JXP 10mm handgun. I broke the news. I was the first one to get a test sample to start reviewing, and I actually broke the news of the JXP. Since then, we've been steady after it. I've been really working at getting this review published, but I didn't want to rush it because I wanted to make sure a little bit of a redesign was equally as reliable as the older Hi-Points. And in short, yes, it has been. Specifications. The barrel length on this pistol is 5.2 inches and it is threaded 5.78 by 28. And that is the common thread pattern for .45 auto. Good job, Dave. And in the review, you will see we were using the Liberty Suppressor's Cosmic Silencer with a .45 auto piston. Gun run great, no problems on that, so I think that's brilliant. Overall length on this pistol is 8.5 inches. Weight is 49 ounces. It does have a little heft to it, but I think when you're shooting some of that hotter 10mm like the double tap ammo, you probably now are going to appreciate the blockiness, bulkiness, and heft of a 10mm, because in this, it does help tame it quite a bit. It is plus P rated, it is made in the USA, and it has a lifetime warranty. The magazine capacity is 10 rounds, and it shares the same magazine as the Hi-Point 10mm carbine. So if you've got a Hi-Point 10mm carbine, and you want to pair it with your pistol, shares the same magazine. I did a review on the 10mm Hi-Point carbine a while back. I'll post a link to that review down in the description below in case you're curious, you want to go check that out. MSRP, this is where it gets really good, y'all. $225. You're probably gonna see these on the shelf for around 200 bucks. It's got pretty daggum good sights on it. The front sight here is just a blade type with a yellow insert, and then the rear is fully adjustable with two little orange dots on it that make up somewhat of a 3-dot sighting system, but yellow on the front, orange in the rear, so you've got some contrast there. If you just hate this front sight, it is easily removable and it is interchangeable with anything that'll fit a Glock. Now it's got a true Picatinny rail, so you can mount whatever accessories on the gun you want. You can see that it has been redesigned. It doesn't look like, you know, the C9 that you're used to seeing. It is not near as blocky or near as ugly as it used to be. I mean, it's still not going to win any beauty contest, y'all, but now it probably just ain't going to come in last place. And that there is something. Got a pretty good, deep, generous beaver tail here in the rear. That allows you to get a pretty good solid purchase on the pistol. You do have your standard safety. And then the trigger pull was not bad. It's a little mushy, broke at just over 6 pounds, but still, I mean, it's certainly not a bad trigger, and it's comparable to maybe what a Glock would be, you know, those old mushy Glock triggers. So it's not bad. We got probably about 300 rounds plus through the gun. The majority of those were full house 10. We shot some kind of watered down target stuff. Then I went all the way to the other extreme to double tap, you know, hot 10. The gun ran great, no malfunctions, misfeeds, no problems with the reliability, except the only issue we had just would not lock the slide to the rear. But on the 5th mag, it just started doing it. And I noticed that when we were shooting it, it actually did slicken up significantly. So I know we talk a lot about there should be no such thing as a break-in period. But when I say that, I mean for reliability's sake. But obviously, as you use any machine, it's going to wear in and slicken up a lot. We know that. So it's a pretty tight fit, slide to frame fit. So my thoughts are, if you get one of these, you're probably going to want to run 4 or 5 magazines, maybe 50 rounds through it to kind of just slicken it up a little bit, because it may or may not lock that slide to the rear reliably when you get it brand new out of the box, because it is a pretty snug fit gun. We took it out, I shot it at 25 yards from a rest. It was grouping about 2.5 inches. Now, I know that a lot of people hate on the Hi-Point stuff. We got a lot of gun snobs that turn their nose up to it. A couple $100 for a handgun that is reliable, it's accurate, it's made in America, and it's got a lifetime warranty. A lot of people don't want to go out and spend a pile of money on a defensive handgun. A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't afford to spend $1,000 or $800 or $600 on a defensive handgun. So now, you know, Hi-Point gives them an option for something that they can get for a couple $100 that is going to do the trick. I think that's wonderful. And all the haters and gun snobs, you know, when you jump on people about Hi-Points and you foam at the mouth about this, This whole gun community, we should be a family. We should be helping each other. We should be looking out for each other. Because if we don't hang together, we will surely hang separate. Very, very wise and famous man said that. So before you start looking down your nose at what somebody's got or what they're carrying or what they choose to have, consider you don't understand their situation. You don't know what they like. That's why we got more than one ice cream flavor, because everybody likes different stuff. So I think you should be less of a gun snob and more of, we're all a family. You get 2 or 3 of these, you keep by your bedside in your hunting cabin. So, you know, if Sam Squanch kicks the front door in and he's tired of you out there shooting Bambies, you got to defend yourself. Well, you'll be thankful you spent that $200 on a 10 millimeter handgun. The 10 millimeter, you know, it's really making a pretty good resurgence. It's now actually becoming vogue again, which I'm so thankful to see. And now we've got a lot of manufacturers recognizing that and supplying handguns to the people that like that. 10 millimeter high point is indeed one of them. So anyway, look here, y'all. There's going to be an article on rangehot.com. It's going to have all the technical specifications, photos, and that sort of stuff. So if you feel like I glossed over something or didn't cover something correctly, I'm going to link to that article in the description below. Go check that out. If you liked the video, I hope that I have earned your subscription. So please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell so you'll be notified when I come out with new awesome content. Or maybe you did think it was awesome. Maybe you thought it sucked. And you know what? That's cool too. Let me know. I like constructive criticism. Good feedback, bad feedback. All I'm trying to do is keep making the articles and videos good so everybody will keep coming back and checking them out. So let me know what you think, good, bad, right, or wrong. So I want y'all to take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you at the range.